What's up, YouTube? 2020 Tantra, Crown Tantra, info in the description. You can easily do 8 hours of daily breath work if you're doing things that are of natural inspiration. If you're doing things that are aligned movements, whether it be knitting or writing or whatever it is that you do, that is a consistent movement that is basically doing, not doing, because the dancer is the dance, the poem writes the poem. Once you've totally converted the fuel into flame and you've immersed yourself in the work where the work doesn't separate itself from you, and creator and creation are one and they observe each other through the oneness, there's no separation. You can see the breath work in that. There's no way that you can do something that is aligned or that you were designed to do, natural inspiration. There's no way that you can do that without being conscious of your breath. It's impossible. You'll be forced to change your posture. If you're sitting there writing or knitting or typing or drawing or painting and doing things that require alignment, they're going to require breath and better posture. Again, posture has everything to do with alignment. So as soon as you go into that repetitive motion and that creative motion, and you go unconscious in a sense where you're not separate from the creation, and it's just happening and you're just observing the creation unfold through you, then there's no way that you won't take your conscious breath, especially if you've been doing your breath sessions throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the months, throughout the years. As that goes on, you're just making more daily room. As you make space for the breath, it makes space for itself. So as you continue to give up more hours of your day towards self-mastery, towards the breath, the more that you'll do things that are of natural inspiration. And then as you do those things, it's impossible to not breathe consciously from your belly and to align your spine. It'll be miserable. It becomes miserable when you aren't breathing correctly. And it gets in the way of the production. Because the production is the real fulfillment. Aligned production, when it becomes effortless because you enjoy doing it. You're getting better a little bit every day, and you're making your small steps every day to continue to get better, to where it just snowballs, and then you're a master. You're the master of your craft, or however you want to look at that. So whenever you're doing that, you're not wasting. Whenever you're aligned like that, when you're conscious of your breath and you're utilizing every breath, you're not wasting. So that puts you in alignment with the Creator, because the Creator wastes nothing. Nothing is ever wasted. So whenever you're allowing the breath to catch you, I should say, whenever you're doing that and you're fully utilizing the spirit, the breath, then there's no way that you won't see the alignment with the source creator, or however you want to look at it. Because whenever you are like that, whenever you take on the likeness of the creator, you can feel the alignment. Whenever you don't waste, whenever you're humble like water, all rivers flow to you. Like the ocean is lower than the rivers. It's humble, so everything flows to it. So whenever you're doing things like, you're humble, you're patient, you don't waste, you have compassion. Whenever you do certain things like that, things that are characteristics of the universal creator, when you're good to people that are good and good to people that aren't good, things like that, whenever you're doing things like that, it's impossible to not feel the alignment, because there's no separation in your actions, your thoughts, your feelings when you're engaging in those things, especially after it's become not second nature, but when you realize that your first nature, realize that there is no separation, and then that's what you've been the whole time. So it's just about full utilization of the breath, fully using every breath to produce, and through that production you realize yourself. Only way for the creator to experience itself is through creation. So as you breathe and you don't waste breath, you'll be inspired to create. There's no other result. The more you breathe, the more you have to do what you can't not do. You just have to. So 2020 Tantra, Crown Tantra, info in the description.